regional commerce. Simply put, ECOP transports molecules. The Tanga Regional Energy Hub transforms those molecules into prosperity. Your Excellencies, one of the defining characteristics of our great leadership is the ability to see opportunities before others do. Her Excellency, President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, has consistently articulated a clear strategic vision to transform Tanga into the regional petroleum hub of East Africa. Today's signing marks one of the most significant milestones towards realizing that vision. It is a vision founded not on aspirations alone, but on geography, economics, and sound policy. Tanga possesses unique competitive advantages. It is home to the leading point of ECOP. It enjoys direct access to the Indian Ocean. It offers excellent maritime conditions. It has strategic land available for industrial expansion. It provides connectivity to regional transport corridors linking East Africa, Central Africa, and Southern Africa. Most importantly, it sits at the crossroads of one of Africa's fastest growing energy markets. Geography provided Tanzania with the opportunity. Visionary leadership transformed that opportunity into national strategy. Your Excellencies, the significance of today's Memorandum of Understanding extends well beyond the 4 infrastructure components that have been identified. As its core, this initiative is about redefining the energy architecture of East Africa. Your Excellencies, when fully realized, the vision has the potential to attract investments exceeding 20 billion United States dollars. To appreciate the scale of the investment, it is larger than GDPs of several African countries and would rank among the largest integrated energy infrastructure investments ever undertaken in sub-Saharan Africa. However, the true significance of the investments cannot be measured by the capital deployed alone. Its true value lies in what it will create. It will create industries. It will create jobs. It will create skills. It will create exports. It will create technology transfer. It will create new businesses. Most importantly, it will create prosperity for future generations. Today's initiatives, therefore, enables Tanzania and Uganda to participate across the entire petroleum value chain, rather than at isolated points within it. Your Excellencies, allow me to address an important issue. From time to time, questions have been raised regarding the relationship between the proposed Tanga Energy Hub and the Ugandan's planned Hoima refinery. The answer is simple. These projects are not competitors. They complement each other strategically. Uganda's decision to develop the Hoima refinery reflects its sovereign objectives of maximizing value from its petroleum resources through domestic refining and industrial development. Tanzania fully supports that ambition. Together, these 2 projects have the potential to create a resilient regional refining system capable of supplying growing demand across East Africa and beyond. Your Excellencies, to appreciate this complementary nature of these projects, I would like to call your attention to perhaps one of the most transformative components of today's vision, the proposed bi-directional multi-product pipeline linking Tanga and Uganda. Traditionally, petroleum pipelines are designed to transport products in one direction, from a refinery to a domestic market. The vision before us is significantly more ambitious. It is to create a regional energy corridor capable of supporting the movement of refined petroleum products according to market demand and commercial opportunity between the 2 countries. Petroleum products refined at Hoima will be transported to markets in Tanzania, neighboring countries, or for export through the port of Tanga. Equally, when the products refined in Tanga or stored in Tanga are required in Uganda, Rwanda, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, or South Sudan, they will move efficiently through this corridor. Your Excellencies, allow me to emphasize that today's signing is not the destination. It is the beginning of a journey. This Memorandum of Understanding is the first and most important step towards transforming a shared vision into a bankable and implementable investment program. For young engineers graduating from the University of Dar es Salaam and the University of Dodoma, Makerere University, or Kiambogo University, this project would represent an opportunity to build a rewarding career in Africa rather than seeking opportunities elsewhere. On behalf of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, I reaffirm our unwavering commitment to working closely with the government of the Republic of Uganda, TPDC, UNOC, Vito Bahrain, and all other partners to transform this shared vision into a lasting reality. Together, let's build an energy future worthy of our people. Together, let us build an East Africa that adds value to its natural resources. Together, let us build an Africa that competes globally through innovation, partnership, and industrial resilience. May God bless the United Republic of Tanzania. May God bless the Republic of Uganda. May God bless the East African community. May God bless Africa. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Waziri kwa maneno yako hayo mazuri, na kwa maneno mawili tunaweza kusema kila kitu ni kuongeza thamani katika mradi huo. Sasa nimkaribishe Mheshimiwa Daktari Monica Musenelo Masanza, Waziri wa Nishati na Maendeleo ya Madini ya Jamhuri ya Uganda. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the Republic, the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Honorable Deogratius Nejembi, Honorable Minister of Energy, and other colleague ministers present, our technical leadership of our petroleum agencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to us all. We have been witnessing one of the most profound events in our region. Our sister nations have agreed to undertake something very profound. Your Excellencies, for a long time, you have advocated for developing a united Africa, for common interests, and for common trade. Whereas we can talk a lot about those things, action speaks louder. And we are greatly privileged today to be witnesses to this step, which is a gigantic step towards development, a joint development which has been agreed on with our sister nations, that we will work together. And we are going to partner with the private sector. And in that line, I want to congratulate Vitol for joining our two states to bring our dream and to make it a reality. Your Excellencies, energy, petroleum, and minerals development stands at the heart of development of most African states and at the unity that we have agreed and demonstrated today. The projects we jointly advance are not merely infrastructure projects. They are very strategic instruments for our industrialization, which is the logical step where Africa is moving to deepen the industrialization so that we can create the jobs that our young population needs. We can build trade which is meaningful as we produce. We can have the logistics to not only support one another in our logistics, but to also provide our populations with access to the products that we are making. Your Excellencies, permit me to just make a few remarks beyond what my colleague has said. Beyond the ECOP project, which we have successfully brought to conclusion, and I believe that we are going to successfully execute and operate, which has really demonstrated what we can do together. We have a number of other projects that we are working on and in different steps. My counterpart mentioned the pipeline, the bidirectional pipeline for refined products, which we are working on together again, and the feasibility and front-end engineering design studies for the storage terminal are ongoing and scheduled to be completed this year. Once operational, that infrastructure will guarantee a strategic supply for both countries. But I also want to highlight the natural gas pipeline from Tanzania to Uganda. The feasibility studies for this project are in advanced stages and is expected to be concluded also by October 2026. And these projects demonstrate when you have a prior project, a pathfinder like ECOP, it has opened a way for us to know how to work together successfully. And I believe that the oncoming projects are going to take shorter time. We are going to discuss quicker. We are going to negotiate more smoothly, and we'll find the partners very easily because the two nations have defined the common interests. As I conclude, I would also like to highlight some other non-petroleum projects that we are working on. The Uganda-Tanzania 400 kV interconnector project, which is also in plan. This critical transmission link of electricity from Wobulenzi, Masaka, Mutukula to Mwanza will raise power exchange capacity, strengthening the Eastern African power pool and opening pathways to the Southern Africa power pool. On the Ugandan side, negotiations with the World Bank were concluded in March 2026, and the bank board approved USD 250 million in financing in June 2026. We hope the financing arrangement on our sister state, the United Republic of Tanzania side, can be concluded with the World Bank so that financial close can be achieved and construction can commence. We welcome this Tanga hub, not just a refinery, but our energy hub. This project, which is intended to process crude oil from multiple sources, including East African community, is critical to addressing the energy security of the region. On the other hand, I want to reemphasize that Uganda, we are advancing the development of a small refinery, which is inland 60,000 barrels per day, with potential for expansion. Therefore, this hub is complementary. We are fully committed to participating in the refinery at the hub. Working with my counterpart from here, I believe that we are going to work expeditiously. And our principals, we want to assure you that we'll facilitate this process and keep you updated such that we are able to fast track these projects. The next steps now, and we'll work again with, I'll work with my counterpart here, for us to think deeper and define further these projects. What value will be retained within our national economies? We need to make sure that we are mining these and not trading them as commodities, but we are extracting the deeper value, the additional secondary and tertiary industries that should come up, the knowledge economy that we need to build. We needed to know how many high-skilled jobs in engineering, operations, maintenance, laboratory analysis, and management will be taken up by our people. What level of local content and supply chain development will be achieved? Because when the oil has now started coming out from the ground, there is more to talk about than just the pipeline, than just the welding, than just the laying. There is a lot that we must talk about. What are the industrial and downstream linkages that should cascade in our two states? The project should consider petrochemical development and work ahead of time how our own people should be trained, skilled, and build capacity to participate in this, in bitumen for road construction, the fuel for manufacturing, mining, and agriculture, and any other industries that come from downstream. Energy security that includes security of supply of petroleum products is a key economic development catalyst for any nation. Uganda, we are landlocked, or rather, we are land-linked. We have realized there are many, many opportunities when you are land-linked. And so we are convinced that this can be attained through continued cooperation, especially between the East African Community member states. The government of Uganda has therefore invested in the Kenya Pipeline Company, and we are in the process of acquiring storage terminal in Mombasa, as well planning to work with the government of Kenya to build a petroleum products pipeline from the Kenyan western town of Eldoret to Kampala. We continue to work with both the governments of Kenya and the government of Tanzania to address efficiencies at the key gateways into our region, Dar es Salaam and Mombasa ports. We are convinced that our continued collaboration under the auspices of the East African Community will facilitate the region's ambitious economic growth. Your Excellencies, I appreciate the support the Tanzanian government has extended to ensure a number of trade barriers are eliminated to support the progress on the different projects we are implementing. The full economic value of these energy investments will only be realized if we remove the remaining barriers to trade between our two countries. Efficient cross-border movement of goods and services is essential. Removing such barriers will lower the cost of doing business, accelerate project implementation, and unlock greater industrial and commercial opportunities for businesses and citizens of our states. Your Excellencies, these projects demonstrate that we can work better, more efficiently when we cooperate and work together. I therefore reaffirm the unwavering commitment of the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development in Uganda to work closely with our counterparts in Tanzania, the private sector partners, and the development financiers to bring every project to successful completion and sustainable operation. May this state visit further cement the excellent relations between our two countries and accelerate the realization of these shared aspirations. May God bless our nations, bless our Jumuiya, and may God bless us. For God and my country, I beg to submit, Your Excellency.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Masanza kwa hotuba yako hiyo ambayo imesisitiza ushirikishwaji wa sekta binafsi na sekta ya umma unavyoweza kuenda kimkakati zaidi. Waheshimiwa Marais, kipekee naomba sasa tuwashukuru sana kwa uwepo wenu na kuvumilia muda wote wa kushuhudia utiwaji wa saini wa mkataba wetu huo. Naomba niseme sasa tumefikia mwisho wa mkutano wetu na waandishi wa habari. Mheshimiwa Rais, naomba kwa ruhusa yako tuwaruhusu viongozi watangulie kwenye sehemu ya chakula, wakati wewe utafuatia ukimwongoza mgeni wako kuelekea kwenye dhifa ya chakula cha mchana ambao umeandaa kwa heshima yake. Asante sana Mheshimiwa. Viongozi, naomba tuelekee upande wa chakula huko chumba kinachofuata. Asante sana.